All right, the Uwajimaya, or Asian grocery store. And today I'm looking for one thing specifically, Japanese snacks. Look at that right at the front, all this pocky, but that's not it. You got this whole section, like literally all these shelves are all Japanese snacks. Looks like they have a special spicy chips display too. But we're gonna start with osenbe, Japanese rice crackers. So this is osenbe. Now this is kind of a modern take on osenbe, but this is the shape and size of the original osenbe that I started eating when I was a little kid. Imagine rice crackers made into different shapes, and then they put some kind of soy sauce or tamari, which is another form of soy sauce. Basically salty goodness all over it. It's crispy, it's perfect with beer. It's perfect for kids. It's a weird combination to put back to back. But anyways, honestly, probably one of the best snacks you can try in Japan that is just different. They don't have anything like this in America. So what makes this one unique is these little openings give access to the soy sauce to the inside. So it's very flavorful. I am just telling you, this is like crack. Not that I've tried crack, but this is addictive. You're gonna love it, and I almost always buy some of this whenever I shop here. And frankly, there's just so many that I could vlog for the next hour, and I'm not gonna be able to get to it, but let me show you the main ones. This is the standard one, so similar to the one I just showed you, but really basic. Not as flavorful. This is the classic, the traditional one. It's a good one to start on, but honestly, you can go right to the really good stuff. This one is a rectangular shape and very similar to the first one I showed you. Very craggly, and a lot of the flavors sink into those cracks. So very salty and delicious, and again, great with beer. This is kind of the holy grail of the super flavorful osenbes. And as you can see, they're already broken up into pieces. So that whole thing where the soy sauce gets into the cracks, well, this is literally getting into those surfaces that normally don't have soy sauce. It's just on the outside right there. This one, it's actually on sale. Doesn't surprise me that literally it's completely gone from the shelf. So I'm definitely gonna grab this one. This one is the one I would recommend if you want one that's super flavorful and you really like salty snacks. So when I first tried this, it was in Japan, and it was probably everywhere. You could find it at a grocery store. You could definitely find it at a osenbe shop. But when I came here to America, came to this place, the Uwajimaya here in Seattle, nobody cared about these, but everybody has gotten savvy to how delicious these are. I asked the guy to see if there's more. I think he's looking for more. But yeah, if you see this one, grab a whole bunch. Luckily it's on sale, so if he has more, I'm gonna probably buy like half a box. Okay, so next we're gonna get into the osenbe that has seaweed wrap around it. Now, similar to the other one, this is a rectangle shape, but it has seaweed wrapped around it. It's just a different type. Really popular. In fact, there's tons of osenbe that I'm going to show you guys in a second that has a seaweed wrap. So if you're into seaweed, the original seaweed snack, in my opinion, was this, at least for Japan. A lot of Americans, especially if you shop at Costco, you know that seaweed is a popular snack now that people are buying here in America. But in Japan, this is one of the popular ways for, I want to say kids, but honestly everybody to eat osenbe. Very delicious. Highly recommend this one too. Okay, so the technical term for these other osenbes, it's really arare. And even further defining it, this is called nori maki. So nori is seaweed, maki means wrap, I believe. This is another popular osenbe. I think, oh yeah, this one's a spicy one. This is just the regular one. This is also really popular too. I'm not gonna buy these, but the kids do love them. Already got a whole bunch anyways. As you can see, there's a lot of options here. A lot of options. These ones are good. One thing that I think is interesting, I found this out last time, is I just assumed all this osenbe is made in Japan. A lot of these now are made in Thailand for whatever reason. Not sure why. I'm assuming this is popular in Thailand, or maybe they just manufacture them or they just make them there. Still delicious. I buy them regardless. Now, of course, me being half Japanese, I prefer made in Japan, but yeah, they just make them there for some reason. Now we are moving into other variations of osenbe or arare. This one is shaped like a Cheez-It, but same thing, it's just the soy sauce mixture on top of a rice cracker. This one's like a twisty, really flavorful, really good. All gone? Yeah, we don't have any more. Oh, it's all good. I got the last one.
Oh, okay.
Thank you. They were nice enough to look to see if they had that really good one. They don't though. They just have a lot of fun sizes, and one thing you're seeing more commonly is the spicy version of osenbe. There is a lot of soy sauce osembes, but there's also different types of osenbe. This is a really common one, especially for kids. It's softer. It's still crunchy, but it's easier to chew. It's hard to explain. And the flavor is not as much about soy sauce as it is just like a saltiness. So it's got a different texture inside. It's more like a puff cracker, and they have tons of variations. Now, this one is wasabi flavor. This was getting more and more popular, but I think people kind of got over the whole wasabi thing because I'm not seeing it as commonly, but yeah, they got it sometimes. This is what it looks like. This one looks like it's got a little bit of spice on there, some chili flakes on the surface. Here's what I grew up with. Some of these actually aren't salty, they're sweet too. I don't know which one is sweet. This one says shio, which is salt, so this is a salty one. This one says saku saku shoyu, so there's soy sauce on this one. And then this one is like a seaweed flavor osenbe. Now we're getting into the kiddie osenbe. These ones definitely are easier for kids to eat. Osenbe can be so crackly, so crunchy that it's hard for little kids. So they have these softer ones, which are perfect. Or even if you've got like a 2-year-old, we used to buy these. If you see this, definitely get it. In fact, you can buy this kind of osenbe at Costco. Not necessarily the Hello Kitty version, but it comes in these individually wrapped packs. So this one is perfect for little kids if you want them to have fun too, which of course, why wouldn't you want your kids to have fun and eat delicious snacks? That's what being a kid is all about. I think this is the one that you can find at Costco or something very similar to it. I take it back, this one right here, Bin Bin rice crackers. I'm not sure this is Japanese. Yeah, again, product of Thailand, but this is kind of the very basic beginner form of osenbe. Personally, not a big fan, but you can get this at Costco in a huge pack. So here's the sweet one I was talking about right here. It looks like it's got some kind of red color in it, but those crystals on the outside, those are sweet crystals. I know it's hard for me to read all this stuff. I can only read a little bit of Japanese. There's sweet versions of osenbe as well. My suggestion, just buy a whole bunch, get your kids together, try everything. I think the very underrated osenbe is over here, and it's called kaki no tane. So kaki, I believe, is seed. I'm gonna double check all this, but see that little fruit right there? I think that is, what is that one orange fruit? Kaki, I think is supposed to represent the seed shape of this fruit. And they've got these rice crackers shaped like this, little banana shapes. And yeah, this is called kaki no tane. Kaki is a fruit, no tane, tane is seed. And they got all kinds. Now the flavor is not only salty soy sauce, but oftentimes it's kind of spicy. And this was the original OG spicy osenbe, and now they've gotten way spicy. So this one says hot on it, so it's spicier. But for Japanese people, they didn't really eat a lot of spicy foods, at least when me growing up. So even this one, this is their basic one, was spicy back in the day. It's really common for different companies to mix kaki no tane with peanuts. So this one already comes pre-mixed and comes in individual packs. So, you know, enough for one person. And this is definitely a great palutan or beer food, as Filipino people would say. And I love this one too. Oftentimes, as a kid, I didn't like peanuts, but as I grew up, I appreciate peanuts with beer. And so beer with peanuts and kaki no tane, woo-hoo, I'm telling you, this is amazing. I don't know, osenbe is getting really fancy. So these ones have unique flavors. This is a yuzu one. So in addition to whatever flavor they normally put onto kaki no tane, they're infusing it maybe with different flavors. This one's yuzu and shishito peppers, I believe. This one's just straight chili. I've had this one. It's amazing, it's delicious and spicy, of course. This one is ume. Now this one I do also like. This is salted plum. It's got a very unique flavor to it, and so they apply that flavoring to kaki no tane. This one looks like it's just straight up shoyu. So just straight soy sauce, the basic one, the OG. Then over here they have a cheese one, cheese and pepper. That's really popular in Japan. So yeah, you've got a lot of options. Ooh, Ooh, look at this. Wasabi coming in hot. No pun intended. Anyways, yeah, wasabi kakenotane. Now, I'll tell you what, these are really fancy and really expensive. But if you want to, you know, splurge a little bit, these are all snacks I would highly recommend and really delicious. Definitely worth the price if you eat it just once in a while. This huge thing, which is about all 5 of those combined, is $5.49. So way better deal and just as delicious in my opinion for the kiddos. So down here they've got these mixes and it's got all kinds of different osembes in there, some with seaweed on it, wasabi in there, different textures. Sometimes they'll also have nuts in it, so that's always fun for parties. I'm not a big fan of the pre-mixed stuff, but it's an option. I could vlog osembe all day, but I want to move on to probably the other really famous Japanese snack, gummies. And there's just so many gummies here. I mean, I'm telling you, you're never gonna go back. Most popular gummy flavor, in my opinion, probably the best one is right here, peach. I feel like peach gummies really put Japanese snacks on the map because you didn't really see a lot of peach flavored gummies. Now there's those peach rings, but the Japanese peach flavor is totally different. I'm gonna buy this literally just so I can snack on the way home. This right here, this is it. You're gonna fall in love with not only peach gummies, but peach flavors because the peach flavor is so different in Japan, but they've got everything. They got lychee, they got strawberry, kiwi fruit. Another popular one and different in Japan is grape flavor, mango gummies, muscat. This is another type of grape. So yeah, 2 different grape flavors. That's pretty cool. Yuzu gummy, never seen that. I'm gonna get that for sure. I'm actually surprised. Both of these are made in Japan, by the way. It's hard to explain the difference of Japanese gummies because when you think gummy snacks, like gummy bears, you think like, how different could it be? It's different. The texture, it's a little more dense, it's a little bit more firm. And so when you chew it, and the flavor is just so distinctly different and more powerful, just makes for a way better experience. And I know this is a lot of talking about gummies, but I'm telling you, it's awesome. Oh, melon too. So this one's a melon gummy, or is it a hard candy? This is hard candy, so. Also, hard candies are unique too. Okay, so I've been searching for the last 20 minutes for a specific type of hard candy, and I think I found it. I'm kind of surprised because this is a company, and I think it's the same one. You guys tell me if this is right. That makes hard candy that used to come in a little tin can, and it had a small hole at the top, and it had a little cap that you could plug back into the hole. I think it's this. But even Japanese hard candy, it hits different. And this one, I mean, it's really old, this company, but it's really good. And I'm kind of sad that I can't find the tin can. If you ever go to a Japanese grocery store or you're in Japan, try to look for the tin can. Just really ask for the old school Japanese hard candy that has fruit hard candy. And I think every Japanese person knows what I'm talking about, but yeah, they have really good candy. I'm assuming these are all the flavors. Notice one flavor in here that's kind of unusual, melon. Yes, they love their melon flavored things. And their melon flavor is different too. This is a new candy. Oh no, this is not what I'm thinking. Okay, so haichu. You can find haichu just about anywhere, but the thing you're gonna notice here, they got a lot of different flavors. Sweet and sour, watermelon, grapefruit, lemon, and then obviously all these other ones. Ooh, look at this. Oh, that's another thing that's kind of unique about Japan. They like soda flavored candy. So this is soda flavored haichu, and I'm surprised I forgot about it. But another really good gummy is soda gummy. I've never really tried this, but I've seen it. They've got a lot of milk candy. So this is, I believe, similar to a hard candy, but it's milk flavored. There's a coffee flavored one, but they've got all kinds of these. Now these, Milkita, I'm not familiar with these. I looked on the back of one and it is made in Indonesia. If you're from Indonesia, let me know if you're familiar with this, or is this a Japanese company that just makes them there? I don't know. This one is definitely made in Japan. This one is a soy milk candy. This one's a butterball candy. That is unusual. It's kind of funny seeing a coffee flavored candy because I wouldn't think to give this to my kids, so it must be for adults. I could vlog this all day because there's just so much. I'm not gonna vlog everything. One more snack that's in the candy department is chocolate. I have to vlog about their chocolate. This one being the OG, the one that everybody knows, Meiji milk chocolate. This one is high milk chocolate. I'm not exactly sure why it's high milk, but yeah, this is the one I grew up with. It is just different than, you know, of course, like a Hershey's chocolate or any American chocolate. Grab a box of these because you're gonna love them. This is another popular brand in Japan, Milky, and it's got this little girl as their mascot. This one's got some kind of filling in it. They've got a bunch of other, you know, Japanese cartoon branded chocolates. This one's strawberry. Yeah, Ichigo. Ichigo is strawberry in Japanese. Their strawberry chocolate's delicious as well. I'm not as familiar with Ghana Balate, which is a company that makes it. This is popular in Japan too. So, I mean, they're all good. This one's really good too. Before I ever had the macadamia chocolate in Hawaii, I was eating this as a kid. Of course, I got the almond one over here. This is interesting. This is like a raisin ice cream sandwich. Rum raisin butter sandwich candy. White Lover's chocolate. I just saw this one. This is new for me, a yogurt jelly candy. It's got some kind of filling on the inside. Now this is not Japanese, this is Korean, it looks like, because that's Korean writing. On the back says product of Korea. Let me know, what is this? I'm assuming this kind of like, what do you call that? This is Yakult in candy form. I'm surprised that on the inside it's liquid, a yogurt jelly. This one's intriguing me, so I'm gonna try it. Something unusual from Japan in the candy department is these Poppin' Cookin'. I'm not sure how old these are, but they definitely got trendy and popular with the kiddos. The girls are always asking me to get this for them. It's fun, but it's messy, and in my opinion, the candy's a little gross. It's not one I would recommend if you're into just the pure candiness of it. If you want to turn your sushi into candy, get it. It's a fun activity with the kids, but other than that, not a fan. Okay, honorable mentions here. The Meiji mushroom chocolates, delicious. And now for whatever reason, they sell it in a bag. Somebody just asked me a question. I must look like I work here. Anyways, I actually do know the answer to her question, funny enough. But yeah, this right here, delicious. Something about Japanese chocolate with biscuits just hits right. Speaking of biscuits, this Meiji Panda snack biscuit cookie filled with some kind of cream. This is vanilla. The popular one is the chocolate. The really good one is this strawberry one. So really popular with the kids. I've never seen this one. I'm sure it's been around, but caramel filled. And of course the classic Pocky, the OG original chocolate. I don't know if it's the OG original, but it's been running around as long as I've been alive. The strawberry. This is newer, cookies and cream, matcha, and almond crunch. Oh yeah, banana. Never had that, but I'm sure it's delicious. One thing about Japanese snacks, if there's flavors that aren't that good here in America, for whatever reason, they have the ability to make that kind of like not so good flavor amazing. That's not biased. Ask anybody. They just do something different. I don't know what it is. Tastes so good. I don't ever get these, but since I was a little kid, for whatever reason, they sell these snacks all connected. I feel like somebody was stocking the shelves and was too lazy once to take them apart, so they just hung it from the top one and they made it a thing. And you can buy these connected little snacks in 4 or 5 packs and all kinds of things, cookies, crackers, even the osenbe like I showed you earlier. I think there's even gummies too. So they'll have like a whole bunch of gummies, different flavors, but yeah, they're just all connected. You just buy this whole thing. You can't buy these individually. Okay, this has always been a mystery to me. So these are nagaraya cracker nuts. I knew about these because of Filipino friends. Talk about the original beer snack right here. When I first started hanging out with Filipinos, this was amazing. And this is an adobo flavored snack, which already is kind of mind-blowing. They also have barbecue, and I think they have other flavors, but it looks like it's pretty popular. Oh yeah, hot and spicy right there, garlic, and yeah, there's an original too. But what I thought was interesting is when I first tried this, I was reading the package, and you see that nagaraya and that Japanese writing. It's hiragana or katakana. There's two different kinds of alphabets there. And I always thought, is this a Japanese snack? But this one says product of the Philippines. I wonder if a Japanese company made these in the Philippines. Anyways, doesn't matter because these are amazing. This is my favorite one, the adobo one. How do I describe this? Imagine a peanut that's got like a cracker coating on the outside that's got a lot of flavoring coated around it. Perfect with beer. Now, when I was a kid, I did not have this with beer. I just ate it just like this. But obviously, when I was able to drink beer, perfect snack. This is super nostalgic, so I'm gonna go ahead and get this too. Shrimp chips. I feel like every Asian country has their own version of shrimp chips. But of course, Japan also has their own shrimp chips. Now, oishi is Japanese for delicious or good. And this is the one that I remember. I'm kind of curious. So, product of the Philippines. Interesting. Maybe the Philippines just got, you know, the market cornered for Japanese named snacks. As far as I know, this is also another Japanese company, Kalbi, another brand of shrimp chips. Let's see what it says on the back though. Where was it made? This is a product of Thailand, so I'm super confused. Now, to be fair, I was a kid when I ate these, so I wasn't thinking about where it was manufactured, where it was from. I just assumed these were Japanese. But maybe they were always made in these other countries. This looks like a really fancy shrimp chip. This is spicy and original, and it does have Japanese writing on the bottom. J basket. Doesn't really sound Japanese. Let's see. Product of Taiwan. 3 different chips, 3 different countries. And this one has Korean writing. Let's see if this made in Korea. Product of Korea. There you go. Ooh, doesn't sound delicious, but it's very interesting. Crab chips. And has Japanese writing all over it. But let's see, is this a product of Japan? Yes, this is finally a product of Japan. Look at this, Singapore chili crab, seaweed tempura, made with real crab meat. Let's see if this is made in Singapore. Product of Malaysia. Okay, that's funny. Malaysia is right next to Singapore, or should I say Singapore is on the peninsula or the island of Malaysia. Salted egg, fish skin. These actually sound really delicious. 40th, caramucho, tasty and spicy. Had to check out the display. And one thing about Japan, especially these days, they have a lot of crazy spicy snacks. This one is called the strong potato chips. I wonder if it's literally strong, like it's hard and crispy, but let's see where this is from. Product of Vietnam. It's hilarious to find all these snacks and then find out they're made in different countries. And it's not just like Japanese snacks made in another country. Those Korean snacks were, I think, were made in Vietnam, and the Singaporean snacks made in Malaysia. This is really popular. Wasn't as much of a thing for me growing up, but corn snacks. This is a spicy curry corn snack. Another corn snack, I think, oh, hot chili. Okay, party bag, I'm assuming because there's a lot more chips in it. It's funny, compare this to the American party bag. It's kind of small. This is like the average size potato chip bag. I think the observation there is Japanese don't eat as many snacks, or just in moderation. So I'm all about spicy osenbe, but I don't know about this. This is hot chili with seaweed potato chip. It's a little much. My Korean viewers tell me these turtle chips, which I know that the kids love, I like it. Me and Judy specifically like the spicy ones. Is this a chip that's been around forever, or is this a newer thing? Because I personally just stumbled on it in the last couple of years. But yeah, really popular, and they've got different flavors for this one. And it's on sale right now here at the Uwajimaya. I didn't even know this was a thing. This is a pea snack with actual garlic slices in it. The garlic slices caught my eye. I thought it was just all garlic slices, but it's a pea snack. In some Japanese osenbe mixes, there's usually peas, and sometimes they're coated in wasabi. So I guess this is just 100% pea snack, and they're probably really hard and crunchy like chips, but in pea form because they're literally peas. This one right here, garlic green peas. First time seeing this. The real deal QP. Expensive, but once in a while, worth it. I always vlog about Costco's QP. It's an Americanized QP. Same company, different flavor, Definitely a better price than that, but it's not real Kewpie. Now, obviously, this is an Asian grocery store, so they have way more than just snacks. Here, they have a really good selection of sushi. Another popular snack, but it's a legit food, is onigiri. And what onigiri is these rice balls shaped into triangle shapes, and then they wrap it in seaweed. But something that's been really popular and trending in Japan is this type of onigiri. So onigiri is, like I said, rice balls, but on the inside they've got some kind of filling. On the outside they put the seaweed. What's been trending right now is this, where the filling is busting out the top, so they just add a lot more. As a kid, my mom would make onigiri for visits to the beach, picnics, just a snack during the day, and she would barely put any filling because that's just the traditional way of doing it. You're not really trying to eat the filling just helping to flavor these rice balls. But somebody in Japan got the bright idea to just jam pack it. So what happens is it's like busting out the top, and I'm gonna try one of these. This one is Yamagata. What is this? Tuna mayo. Really popular, but again, normally it's just a tiny little bit in the middle. This one's busting open at the seams, literally. And then what is this one? Karaage? Oh my gosh, this is deep fried chicken. I'm here for this for sure. It's so easy to eat a ton of food when you're here because there's so much deliciousness, and especially because I got all the other snacks, I'm just gonna stick with these two and have a little break. So another, I guess you could say, like snack throughout the day is these coffees in these little black aluminum cans. They're like aluminum bottles. I'm gonna get this one. By the way, behind me is like a food court, all delicious stands. They really remodeled this place since when I first moved here 30 years ago. So yeah, check it out if you want. Look at this onigiri. It's just busting. I mean, when I say busting at the seams, literally. Normally you don't see it popping out like that. Oh my God. It's so smart. Now the downside is, because it's flowing outside of the rice, it's not as portable. It's a little messy, but everybody knows it's all about the filling. Now I appreciate the rice and the seaweed, but it's kind of boring. See, my mom would surprise me. Sometimes she'd have filling, and sometimes it'd just be a rice ball with salt. No fun. Everybody wants what's inside. Let's open up the coffee. Cheers. Straight black coffee. Not amazing, but not bad. Okay, I'm excited for this right here. I've never seen this. And again, something you can only do with this new concept of onigiri, where the inside is busting out. Because if you were to put this, by the way, this is deep fried chicken, it would get all soggy on the inside. It wouldn't work. It still tastes like it, but it wouldn't have the crunch. It's not that crunchy, but yeah. With some Japanese mayo. Oops, sorry, that's bomb. Just like any grocery store, like American grocery store, I'm telling you, you can come to a Japanese grocery store like this and just have a snack a day, every day of the year, and just barely taste everything. There's so many new things to try. And even for me, who grew up with Japanese foods and snacks, Japanese are innovating, they're trying new things. I think really just like any country or cuisine or cooks all over the world, when Japanese do it, just hits different. Like this, fried chicken inside of rice with Japanese mayonnaise. People that work at these places, including this place, very helpful. They'll help you find what you need, give you advice, make suggestions. You won't regret it. All right, moving on to the last of the snacks. Cakes and mochi. They just take everything and do it a little differently. Like these. These are called Swiss roll cakes, old-fashioned. Let's see. I'm not sure if this is a Japanese, oh yeah, product of Japan. Anyways, this is a pound cake or really light, fluffy cake, and it's rolled up, obviously. It's got some kind of filling. These are really popular in Japan. Looks like this one is marbled with chocolate. This is just a standard one. Oh, so this is the old-fashioned. This is not old-fashioned. This one is a strawberry cake. They've got the matcha, of course, and they almost always have a coffee one. This one, though, is milk tea. So it's a tea flavored cake. Up here they got the coffee one, but so good, so light and fluffy. And one thing I love about Japanese snacks, and I forgot to mention, this is the case with almost all snacks, it doesn't seem like they add a lot of sugar, so less sweet, but still sweet enough. And you can eat a lot more, not saying you should eat a lot more snacks, but you know, whenever I go to Japan, I do kind of splurge on eating snacks and sweets or whatever, but I never feel that heaviness and I never gain weight there. Now, that's partly due to the walking that I do in Tokyo. For whatever reason, it seems less sweet. I do believe they use less sugar. This is also popular too. I don't know how to describe it. This is called a honey cake, castella cake. So it comes in this form, and you can find all of this in the refrigerated section. They have whole stores dedicated to cakes like these. Now these ones, way more fancy. Well, it's not that bad, $5. This one's $4.59 for the whole thing. Nice if you're having some people over and you want to serve something sweet with your coffee, or really popular in Japan, tea. This one is interesting. This is called Baumkuchen. That's the type of cake it is. But what they do is they have this on a spit and it's rotating, and they slowly add the batter on. So you can see these are all little layers that are slowly getting cooked, and once it's cooked, they add another layer and another layer. Well, you can better see it here. So very interesting how this is made, and also makes for a very unique texture and density, and delicious. Funny, everything that I talked about was all westernized snacks that Japanese took and made better, in my opinion, of course, or made unique. This is the OG Japanese snack, mochi. Try it, it's so different. This one's got the red bean inside of it. This one is a banana rice cake mochi? Yeah, it's like a mochi. I don't know why they call it banana rice cake, but it's a banana mochi. They've got the melon down here, coconut, blueberry. Oh my gosh, that one I bet is hella good. And again, not as sweet. If you've ever had mochi, it's very chewy. So not like a gummy, obviously, but it's a rice cake, I guess you could say, that's pounded into this very squishy texture. And these ones have more filling. Flavored bean pastes. Interesting. Never had these, and these are super colorful. Normally they're not this colorful, but yeah. And as you can see, they got a lot of options here. In Japan, during festivals, they'll have sometimes a display where they'll show how to make mochi, and what they do is they put the rice in this wooden stump. Literally, it looks like a stump, or maybe it's a stone bowl, and they just pound the rice until it turns into mochi. They stretch it, pound it, stretch it, pound it. Maybe we could show a clip of that. And I think just about everybody, especially if you're watching this or you follow me, knows what mochi is or tried it. But if you haven't, definitely try it. It is probably the most unique of all the snacks I've been sharing, because it's uniquely Japanese. Now, I don't know, maybe in China, maybe in other countries, they make their own version of it, but Japan's mochi is uniquely theirs. I feel like ice cream should be its own video, because there's just so many fun things about Japanese ice cream. But I'm just gonna show you a few of my favorites. Now, personally, I like American ice cream. I think America has the best ice cream. I like ice cream anywhere. Honestly, I'm like easy to please when it comes to my ice cream, but I think like America has some great brands, like Jenny's ice cream. Shout out Jenny's. Maybe you could send us some Jenny's ice cream. Amazing. But Japan just has some fun concepts. So look at this. This is an ice cream cone that's just sold like that. It's got the cone, it's got the little swirly, it looks like soft serve. I've heard things about it that it's not really natural. Like if you leave it out, it won't melt. I don't know if that's just a 7-Eleven, but it is fun. I'm not gonna grab it or open up the freezer, but try those and eat it right away, because obviously you want it to be cold. This is just frozen Yakult, or it's a different brand. But yeah, they got that here. I've never seen that before, frozen, sold frozen like that. Look at that, a boba pack? These are fun. I remember from my childhood eating these. It's like a wafer, looks like a waffle cone, but it's more like a wafer, and they put the ice cream in between. This one has matcha flavored ice cream with a layer of chocolate, strawberry. That one sounds hella good. What is this one? This one looks like it's just vanilla and then of course chocolate. Speaking of mochi, I feel like before mochi got popular in America, mochi ice cream got really popular. And look at this, so many different options. It wasn't always like this. One thing that's cool about mochi ice cream is you can find it anywhere. You don't have to come to this Japanese grocery store to grab it. So that is kind of cool that they have that anywhere. First time I'm seeing a ube flavored mochi. Got a lot of flavors here. There's a mango, there's a chocolate. Down there, there's a coffee, of course, strawberry. This is a strawberry with boba, huh? There's like one sole boba in the middle. Green tea, this is passion fruit. Let's see if I can find any other unusual ones. All these ones look pretty standard. Oh, a cookies and cream. Oh, never mind, I take that back. A black sesame mochi. Now, black sesame, I think, is popular in Japan. This is the first time I've seen it as an ice cream flavor though. Ooh, azuki red bean. And silky chocolate, yeah. Looking at all these Japanese snacks is making me miss Japan. In the summertime, going to the festivals and eating the snacks there when they make it fresh, that's the best. Of course, that's not necessarily every day in Japan, it's just special occasions. Yeah, makes me miss growing up there. My grandmother would actually send me all these snacks in a care package at least once every 3 to 6 months. And that was always the best day. And it's really cool because even though I'm in a Japanese grocery store, there's a lot of these snacks like the Pocky and the chocolate and even a lot of the gummies you can find at a regular grocery store, which is really nuts. Never thought in a million years you'd be able to find this stuff. So check your grocery store. You probably have a section. It used to be called the Oriental section. I don't think they call it that anymore. Not that there's anything wrong with it in my opinion, but yeah, it's just expanded. Lots of options. It's like a little mini Japanese grocery store. I got a whole bunch of snacks, not too many. And funny enough, the only reason I'm here is for this one product, which you just can't replace. This Shirakiku branded Japanese breadcrumbs, or as we like to call it, panko, for katsu or tempura, I guess. This is the best. Lucky me, and I found it on sale for this smaller bag for $2.99, which is nice because, you know, if you got a big bag like I got, we do use a lot, so that'll be fine, but it could go bad. And having a smaller bag that lasts longer, especially since we don't have one near us, look, it does expire later this year, but still, we eat so much that it's worth the buy. And it's on sale. Okay, Kit Kat. It's a whole nother vlog because there's so many in Japan. Uwajimaya. I literally bought all snacks except that breadcrumbs, and I needed the panko. There's one snack I really want to try that I've never tried. I'm gonna try it right now. This yogurt jelly. I think it's funny that I was doing a vlog today about Japanese snacks at this Asian grocery store, but the snack I want to try is not Japanese. It is made in Korea. Kind of makes sense because Yakult, which this reminds me of, is like a snack. It's a sweet yogurt drink. So I think it's funny that it was marketed originally as a health drink because it's got probiotics, good for the gut. So it makes sense to turn it into a candy. This one's yogurt jelly. Ooh, smells just like Yakult. I love Yakult. Oh, look at this. That's what it's like right there. There you go. Yogurt drink jellies. And on the package, shows something dripping out of there. That's bomb. I hope like the drink it's healthy because I'm gonna eat this whole damn bag. Wow, the liquid inside, it's just a little bit. You don't even really notice it. If you didn't know it was in there, you might not even notice there was liquid on the inside. This whole bag, $42. So 42 bucks buys you a whole bag of snacks. And honestly, most of the cost came from the panko because I bought one big bag and 2 small bags, and that alone cost $15. Anyways, got beer snacks for a while, got some snacks for the kiddos. Found a new favorite of mine, yogurt drink jellies. Talk to you guys later. Go buy some Japanese snacks or just any Asian snack.